Yeah, it's funny because in the show, they never leave the hotel. Michael and I would just joke. I'd be like, Dad, why are we eating dinner at this hotel again, like every night? He'd be like, are you kidding me? The White Lotus, they got the best chefs in all of Sicily. Like, why would we leave the hotel?
What are we talking about?
The White Lotus is about a chain of hotels called the White Lotus all around the world. It's mostly about the interconnected storylines of the guests who stay there and just all the different hijinks and shenanigans that they get into. Oh, did you hear that one of the guests drowned at the hotel? We shot a lot in Taormina, which is where the hotel is. Feels very dreamlike over there. It really feels like another world or something. This was like the nicest hotel I've ever stayed at by far, so when I showed up, I was like just kind of blown away by the scenery. I got to my room and I teared up. You can see the Mediterranean Sea from it.
I think my favorite time at the first season, it was when I just got there. We both got into our rooms and then we both called each other. Same moment, the phone we couldn't talk because we were both calling. And then I was saying, Simona, how's your room like? Because mine is amazing. And this hotel was just a dream.
It was definitely bizarre filming in the same place you're living in. I think it helped with getting into character a bit. Made it easier to rehearse or run lines with Michael and Murray. We'd kind of read through the scripts together.
Ciao. It's nice because you get comfortable with the place. It also sometimes becomes easier to kind of get into character. I was rehearsing my music with Hesti Haim, full afternoons, me and her working on the songs and trying to figure out what was the best way to deliver that song. That for me was a magical moment. She gave me all those advices that I still use today in my music. The reason why we decided to do it live is because the performance had to be so spontaneous and had to be free. So for me to be sat at that piano in front of, HBO and all those amazing actor and actresses, it was like Mia, but also being me, kind of performing for the first time for such a big, amazing project. So it was very real to me, all the Mia's emotions. It was also they were also mine.
Well, you're better than the last guy. He was terrible.
Grazie.
We went there during kind of just before tourist season, and we were there for 2.5 months. So we really got to explore every kind of corner of that town, I think.
But when we got there, we were out of season. So it was empty. I really enjoyed it because normally you don't get to see Taormina for what it is because it's always so crowded and full of people. So it felt very surreal to just walk around Taormina, and we were almost the only people apart from the people who lived there.
Because the show's a true ensemble, there was a lot of free time because, 1 week it'd be oh, Coolidge is on a boat.
I really just want to get back to my hotel.
So we're all right, we'll just do our own thing for this week. After work, people would meet up at the hotel bar and listen to music.
We would all hang out in the main bar and having a glass of wine. And it was kind of that place was a passing place. Everybody would just cross that lounge. So we would meet there and have wine and talk about the day. We had lots of dinners as well. We're all a big family.
Yeah, when the pool opened up, that was cool. They had a beautiful pool. When they set up the beach beds and stuff, I had a pretty fun pool day there with Megan and Haley and Leo. Relaxed and carefree. Maybe felt like the character a little bit. And it's haunted a little bit. It used to be a convent, so there's these old, angry ghosts. There was some weird stuff going on in that place.
It's an amazing place. The atmosphere is really strong. Kind of ghosty too. You could feel that the place was live, another kind of life.
Italy is just like one of the best countries to visit. It's hard to beat the scenery, the people, the food, just the art and the history there. People get to vicariously experience another country, and then a lot of the characters are super rich too, right? So vicariously experience like the problems of the upper crust.
Cheers, party people.
I'm hearing people saying that you cannot book anything in Taormina right now. It's being booked like from April, I think, or even before. I'm very happy that an American project brought so much joy and so much, people to Italy. And that made me very happy. I'm very proud.
Michael and I were just kind of talking the whole time about how just like grateful we were for it. And every time the shoot got like delayed, we were just like, yes, like another 2 weeks in Italy. Like we didn't want to leave. I talked to Fred Hershinger, who played the son in season 1 before I went to Sicily. And then I actually just talked to Sam, who's playing the next kind of like son role, which is kind of been a funny little passing of the torch thing. He was asking for advice, and I just told him to enjoy it. It's like such a fun ride, and enjoy the sense of play that comes along with it. And there's really no experience like it.